Live on YouTube. My voice is echoing back, but we are live on YouTube. And I'm going to go live on Facebook. We are live on Instagram. We are live. We are live on YouTube. Hello, everyone. Good evening. And I can see that we are live on Facebook as well. We are live on Facebook. We are live on Instagram. And we are live on YouTube. Hello, once again. Good evening and welcome to the Diamond Lady TV, an online TV show. This is the Diamond Lady Show, and tonight we are here to talk about the topic marriage proposal. So I am here with one of our very own guests that we seem to bring on all the time here and there. So tonight's conversation, I am sure we're going to mix it up with a bit of fancy, chi, English. You know, when you hit a point where you think we should be talking in chi or fancy or English, hey, we're going to feel free and enjoy ourselves here. If you're watching us tonight, we will suggest and then request of you to invite your family and friends and other people to come and watch as well. This program is all about educating each other. We want to be learning from each other. So it will not be just coming from us. People who are watching us as well are going to contribute, and then we will discuss it further. So today's topic is all about marriage proposal. And if the people you know are not on Facebook, you can request them to watch it on YouTube or Instagram. On YouTube or Instagram, they need to search for Diamond Lady TV. They'll be just seeing me and not the handsome man, but at least you hear my voice and you hear his voice as well. So I am going to give Patrick the chance to introduce himself, just for the sake of those who don't know who he is. And then whilst he's doing that, I am going to try and then share this program to other groups and other pages as well. So Patrick, the floor is open. Go ahead and please introduce yourself to everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Yes, I'm once again glad that I'm on this program, and I'm grateful for this opportunity to reach out to all of you and share one or two ideas about the topic. And I believe today's discussion will be a fruitful one that will help all of us to be energized, even to do more and to learn more about marriage proposals. And I'm grateful, and I look forward to a nice discussion.
You look forward to a nice discussion, obviously. Sure. I do as well. I hope I don't put you in any tight corner at all, because tonight is the night. So hello everyone once again. Welcome once again to the Diamond Lady TV. This is the Diamond Lady Show, and tonight's topic is all about marriage proposal. So I'm going to try and put Patrick in a very, very tight corner and then ask him every question under the sun that I know. But if you are watching us tonight, give us a thumbs up, say hello, let us know where you're watching us from. You could also share this to other people for them to also join in the conversation. Let us learn from each other. Bring your contributions, drop your questions, and let us all try and make this program a very, very lovely one. I would like to say a very big thank you to our supporting sponsors, which includes St. Maya Dryline Limited, Mama Z European Shop, Sister United Foods, and then Sister Eat Fit Lose. We also like to say thank you to Sweet Seduction. And a very big thank you to NK Pizzles. They are in Ghana. If you want to go into someone taking photos and videos for you, get in touch with them. I will be running their contact details and everything down on the banner on Facebook. At some point, I'll try and read the numbers out to those on Instagram and YouTube if you would want those contact details as well. So, Patrick, I have done a bit of research. Every now and then I go online and I'm always busy, but then I try and do a few research here and there and all that. So before eventually deciding on this topic as marriage proposal, I was looking and then watching a few videos here and there and all that. And with my research, I found out that I think in 1693, that's a very, very long time ago. That was when there was the shortest marriage proposal ever proposed. And that name of that person, I can't even pronounce it. It's Ruheng. That is Ruheng. Well, let's just forget about Ruheng and all that. Then it's been reoccurring so many times where a male, especially, proposed to a female. Obviously, they are in a relationship and then they propose. And over the years, sometimes it gets very, very short. So the one I also found out about was one that happened in 2018, where this gentleman decided to propose to his girlfriend, and it took them within 90 minutes. They proposed and got married, and that has been one of the shortest ever proposal in the world. So, Patrick, just to a layman and all that, we are saying proposal. You didn't call it, but for some, it is a big word, Not everybody knows about proposal. And even if people know about proposal, we don't mind still telling people what proposal is. So what is marriage proposal, Patrick, please? Can you hear me, Patrick?
The line is breaking, so I don't know if it's
So with marriage proposal, did you hear me about marriage proposal?
Yeah, it's breaking, but can you hear me all right?
Yes, very, very clear.
So the question is, what is marriage proposal?
Yes.
Okay. Well, in my own layman kind of idea, I'll first want to define proposal itself, or maybe marriage, but any of them it will go. So a proposal is it's like a medium whereby someone write up something, or through communication, verbal communication, try to convince someone to either give a support or accept a contract. So either give a support or accept a contract.
Okay.
So, for instance, if I want you to help me do some work, I will say I want to write a proposal to you. Then I'm ready to go through the pros and cons and see if it's a viable, a positive venture that I'm going into, and that you might want to support me.
Yes.
Or if I want to have a contract with you, you might also want to have a proposal that you might also consider and see if it's to be a good contract. So the marriage is a union between two people who want to stay together and have a family, So
have a family. Not. I don't think it's every. Well, sorry. Yeah, sorry to cut through. You go ahead, please.
Can I come again?
Yeah, I can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay, because the line here, I can hear it cutting here and there, but I'm just hoping you can hear me. So the marriage proposal has to do with an event that one will want to kind of seek someone's hand in marriage.
Okay.
Or for a relationship, to establish a family with someone. So the event which you, the man or the woman, uses to convince the other party that I want us to be together is what we call the marriage proposal.
Oh, okay.
So it's an event. Sometimes that's a process, but we are considering the end of the whole process as the proposal. You might want to do some toasting, do some talk about things and all that. So the final day that I say, I really want to marry. I want us to be forever, like that. So the process might take so long, But the event is what the proposal. The day that you actually commit yourself to say something like that. And you during the proposal, one party will want, the party proposing will want to receive an assurance or an acceptance of what has been proposed. So that's all I can say for now.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that. That was a very, very broad and nice explanation to what marriage proposal is. But then when you were talking or defining this marriage proposal, you mentioned in there as in people, two parties deciding to have a family. Is it to have a family as in the two of them coming together as a family, or giving birth?
Once two of them come together, that is the beginning of everything. They can be together forever and not have children. They are still a family.
Okay.
So, in today's world, a single mother or a single father is considered a family. But if brother and the other party dies or something, we still consider you as a family, even though the other on there. But
okay. All right. So Patrick, before one gets married, okay, I know there are certain, in every culture or in every country, there's different ways to get married and where the process starts from and all that. Obviously, there has to be a communication between two parties, and then the end result is that marriage bit. So when it comes to proposing marriage, okay, is there a certain length of time that one has to be dating or courting the other party for before they propose marriage at all? Why are you laughing about this already?
Since I know these questions will come up, so the test coming so soon, so it's okay. So recently, there have been issues. And ladies online, I've seen ladies agitating. I saw a short video of a lady agitating that if the guy is wasting is taking too long to propose a marriage, just be ready to date someone else, And it's like the ladies are now an advocate for the ladies who have dated for and not received any kind of proposal on marriages. The proposals are in two ways. There's a proposal for let us, date, which also comes with acceptance, and let us court, which also comes with acceptance, and even the third one, the final one, will be a marriage. You cannot call someone your date when you have not even told him or her that you are dating, or you want to have a date. When you say I want us to have a date, it's a proposal. It can be accepted
or yes, okay.
And when it comes to courtship, to the same thing. I want us to court. Courting means you are studying each other more and more and getting closer. It also can be rejected. The same with marriage. So the process for when it comes to marriage proposal does not have a length of time. Actually, I don't believe in anything like length of time. The most important thing before you propose is to know the person enough that you can make a decision that this is someone you can really love and cherish and adore, So if someone, I know people who believe that they are quick enough when it comes to making a decision by having a conversation with someone. So if I meet you today, have a conversation with you for about 3 hours, I ask all the questions that are important to me, and I feel that positively you have been I'm okay with all the answers you gave, and I feel you're on my side, and we can have a click, and it will work out. 3 hours conversation. The next hour is, will you want to marry me?
Oh my gosh.
So just 4 hours. So it can even be 2 hours. It depends.
Yeah, and just what I said, it says 90 minutes.
Exactly. So when you have a positive feeling about the person, if it's even maybe 10 minutes, and you are able to ask all the most important questions that will make you feel positive, and you feel it's okay, why don't you say, I want us to get married?
Hey, Patrick, and that there can somehow.
Sure.
Like really.
The topic I'm brought in.
I don't know you. And so within an hour or two,
Sure.
just from the things I'm saying and from my answers and to all the conversations, if I'm able to satisfy you enough with the answers you want,
sure,
you can just go ahead and hit it.
Sure.
At the Haman Hey, I didn't know. So you saying this thing now, you're making it sound like those who have been dating or those who have had boyfriends for so long, no?
For even 3 months. What are you doing?
No, for so long. No, you know, some people have been dating.
You say, I want to marry.
Yes, some people, I know some people have been in relationships like 10 years, 15 years, and you know, up till now, the Benina na the Bestiano na numpo there. And let's get married. Let's put that aside first. Hey, that even brings this very important question. So when it comes to marriage proposal, should it be a man or a woman who should initiate it? Me, I want to know. Today, I want to know.
Those one, I wish I would be unanimous. So that the one giving this answer. So the truth is that personally, as you know, feminists,
yes,
are powerful.
Okay.
So if I were a lady and I was in an area and I see a guy and I feel he's nice, I talk to him, he's cool, gentle, responsible. The responsible is the most important thing. Like if he's responsible from the head, responsible from the head, done. And he's not seeing what I'm seeing and thinking what I'm thinking, I'll act.
Hey. So you are looking at yourself and thinking that me as a woman, me fata benyi pa na why has he not proposed? I should quickly run. It says eyes not working. Why is he not seeing my beauty? Why is he? So me, I should quickly run to that man and just go and propose.
So now let me give you a gist. There's the feeling of either insecurity or kind of I don't want to show It's a general thing for even both men and women, but most people on the men's side, they don't want to do it because they will feel like immediately the man accepts it. It will look like because I was the one who went, but it's the same thing. If the man to share and come to you, when you are not interested or something, won't you also say, "I'm generally not a man"? You can also say the same.
But then, no. You look at it this way.
Easy.
Okay.
What the issue is that even if you, as a woman, you feel that is the extreme you don't want to go to, there's still a way to go.
Okay.
There's a proposal. I said for dating, there's a proposal for courting, there's a proposal for a marriage.
Yes.
Even for the proposal, there's a way you can maneuver your way and create this. And the scene will make
this tricky day you have to show us.
The scene will make the other party feel like saying something.
Okay.
So in a conversation, you can bring in some interesting things to talk about, and the man will say, okay, then you are very positive. I like you. I like ladies who are very maybe spiritual minded, very positive minded, family oriented, and all that. So you have set a conversation that the person now feels you are nice, you are family oriented, you are kind of hardworking, you have a sense of responsibility and all that. If you leave the conversation, there's this kind of create a little scene of confusion and let the person make a decision.
Okay.
So if you create that scene for the man, when you are leaving and it will look like, well, there was no conclusion on the matter, don't you think the man will be moved to say, Coach, so does it mean if I marry you, I'll be happy?
Okay.
So I could say, can we have a date?
So this was actually initiated by the woman.
Yes.
This is you.
You
are showing us trick.
It is working as if the woman was not involved.
So you,
two ways.
uh-huh.
It's either a woman, and I believe in women who do that. I'll give you a story, a little
Yes.
short story. A gentleman traveled out
Mhm.
the country. He had a girlfriend. The
Okay.
girlfriend had friends who knew he was dating the other
Okay.
lady.
Yes.
Let's assume that he left Akosia was his girlfriend when he was going out, and
Mhm.
he came back home. Akosia had friends like Mansa and Ikuya,
Yes.
and he met Ikuya and Mansa when Akosia was not around. And
Okay.
Ikuya, Kwame, maybe Kwame Yokojo, I'm interested in you. I want us to have a date. She knew that Kwame was dating
Mansa before. Akosia before, yes.
before traveling out. And so nearly Ikuya said, Kwame, I want us to date. Mansa now said, but don't you know Kwame is dating Akosia? And immediately Mansa said that. Kwame now said to Ikuya, what is wrong with that? You know, if she's serious about it, I mean, why not? And
Really?
interestingly, they started.
Okay.
So
then what happened to Akosia then?
no, sure. There was nothing like a breakup with someone. I mean, it is dating. It is dating.
Dating, okay. That means he was dating two women, oh.
So now let me give you an example. The dating that's not. There's dating even in marriage. There's dating, right?
Yes.
In marriage, there's dating. In courting, there's dating.
Okay.
In dating, there's dating. But in dating, what we think about dating is that merely you just single out one person. How do you study that person? So there are thousands of ladies around you. You just came and said, it's you I like. No, it's obvious. You have been talking to a lot of these people. You have been going out with them.
Yes.
All the things you've been doing, going out for programs and all that. When you go and you sit with the ladies and you are talking, it's all informal kind of dating. Because you are studying them. You are when you are talking, you are studying them, you know what they like, you know, and all that. So if the perception is that when you say let's go for a date or you are my date, it means you are the only one. It means that you will not have any access to study other women to make a decision. It means that you have actually singled out. What we are thinking about dating in the world, when you say you are my date and this is the date, this my fiancé or whatever, my girlfriend, it means you are singled out.
Yes.
You understand? But the purpose of dating could have been that broad that you can do multiple dating, know who you really feel attached to when there's no war around you from the ladies, you know, then you can single out and court. Okay. Because it's the important thing about the whole marriage system is that you can court him. There must be courting so that, and that courting is what people can use 90 minutes to study someone and propose marriage.
Yes, I know. It's strange.
I feel that if the woman makes a proposal to a man, it's more powerful if the man is responsible from the head.
But then don't you think this same man will take this woman as a cheap slut or something? You know, man.
Then it's the same way the woman should also
from young Palabrum, from young age and all that, we've been seeing and hearing. You know, even as Christian prayer, sometimes we can look at Adam and Eve and say that God brought the man first. So definitely Adam was the one who initiated everything, you know. So yes, aside the Bible saying that the man is the head and all that, you know, women, we've got that soft spot and always waiting on a man. I could be wrong, you know. In other cultures, I heard that it's rather a woman that has to actually initiate it.
Sure, in some parts of India, they do that.
Yes, I know in other cultures, the woman has to be the one initiating it and everything and all that. But in this modern world, most women are sitting and waiting for a man to just initiate or bring up the topic of, oh, I've been with you for a while now. Would you like to marry me and all that? why don't we give that responsibility to men forever and ever? You know?
It's not bad if you want to make that decision that it's only men who should propose. Like if in Ghana, for instance, the government and the chiefs and the people decide that now in Ghana it's only men who should propose, no problem. The only thing is that
it will be forever and ever. Who waits forever?
And we'll do it. So the scenario I gave you, for instance, you really know what you want as a woman. You really know what you want.
Yes.
You see product of what you really want.
Yes.
That has no conscience or is not having anything like a sign that he's even seeing you. See the power of going for what you want. Those when it's time to go.
It's strange, you know.
And you see, that's why I want to do that paradigm shift a little bit. The men,
yes,
will be positive in their mind and in their thinking faculties. Like think that it doesn't matter if it's not a shame for a woman to propose to me, or it's not you can't.
But you know what? Let me tell you what. Men will go boasting. I know men will go with their shoulders and start going. Because usually it is women who we see waiting for the men to come to and approach, and then the men to come and approach and say, oh please, you marry me, and you see some going on their knees and doing a whole lot and say, you marry me. But how come that now the table has to change, and then women, I understand the fact that as a woman, if you see a man out there whom you personally also think that, oh, this one, he will suit me. This one, hey, you start daydreaming and thinking, I like his height, or I don't like his height, or I like that. I know that when it comes to marriage proposal, some people use different reasons why they should be in a marriage with someone, or why they think someone should marry them. Some may be looking at the material aspect of things, as in he already has his house, he already has his car, he's a graduate, or he does that, he's got that businesses and all that. When it comes to marriage proposal, should women or men be thinking about all these things before accepting someone at all?
So if the woman is proposing, will she have to think about what he will receive, or what she will have? Okay.
And Sana Bokodo, let me read a few comments from here. Gladys says, hello. Hi, Gladys. Thanks for joining us. Ekia Frema, hi. Thanks for joining us tonight. And Ekia Frema as well is saying, let's show it on the screen. She's saying some men are shy, so it's okay these days. Just go for it. Hey, what support Patrick here? Well, hey, Patrick. In certain circumstances that I have heard that women have proposed to these men, is because these women probably they've earned some keep, they've earned some amount of money. They are riding in their Highlanders, and then what are the big cars again? Maserati and all those things, And obviously, some men don't even know that these women who are of this high standards and all that don't even have men in their lives, or they don't have other men proposing to them and all that. So these women rather go and then propose marriage to these men. Those are the ones I have heard of, or I have seen, because they have risen to a certain height. These men are thinking, hey, now you mo tumuna, wala sheka or them. And all that. So these women rather somehow come down to these men's height and then go and then seek for these men's hand in marriage. But this is a situation whereby esia onyishe nechi nibi nenyim nibi but otna hode benyim bimbasin no pen and neke kahwana the offer our bra. So should this woman be thinking and watching and thinking that, oh, he has to have a very big house or a car and all that, you know? Just look at it from that essence, you know?
Well, I still don't even understand the question, but I'll still attempt to answer.
Oh, so should material things be
part of
accepting a woman or of accepting a marriage proposal?
Okay, so let me rephrase it. So would a woman want to have a house, a car, a good work before she proposes to a man, isn't it?
Sometimes, in situations where I have heard of women who have gone proposing to men, okay, that has been the situation, that they had their cars and all that's like they've been working. Yes, so they've gone to a certain extent in life, and it's like they are going out there and picking exactly what they want and all that, and they don't expect these men to ever say no to them.
Okay, so yeah, I understand. Because if it's more likely that if a woman has some of these possessions and she's proposing to a man who might not have those kind of material things,
yes,
the man might be tempted to even accept a proposal if he's not interested.
Yes,
that is like drawing the man into accepting a proposal, kind of by force.
By force,
it's obvious that it happens also on the woman's side.
Mm-hmm.
When a man has those possessions and he is proposing to the woman, sometimes the women also are tempted. Some women are tempted to accept the proposal based on the material things the man has.
Yes.
But on both sides, it is wrong. Mm-hmm. Material things are not everlasting. They are not perfect in end. They can just go waste in a twinkle of an eye.
Hey, Patrick, what about the comfortability? You know, most people are not ready for the stuff, you know?
Yeah, and I think that is why we are having this conversation in the first place. We have to analyze the proper ways of managing how proposals are done and who and what we need to get even before we want to propose or get married.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it is accepted by principle that a man who is like head of the house should provide necessities of the house, to provide for the family, So that is the normal thing that is accepted. Even that one, in cases when the man is reasonable or responsible from the head, but the thing that he needs to acquire has not really come into being yet.
Mm-hmm.
And the woman feels that she's okay with that, they can still get married and they work from there so that baby will actually be manifested, And actually, if the two are one and they are positive, the baby will surely obey, The issue that when we are talking about women proposing to men, and that is the bone of contention, and I said that it is not wrong at all. So
well, you got someone else supporting you. Kia Freeman says it's not wrong at all, of course.
Sure. It is currently it is happening. It's very soon to become a trend.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel that because that mindset is actually changing. Now women are becoming more open and more assertive to what is happening in the world. So I feel that they are beginning to think that there's no, even among all the criticisms, in the midst of criticism, they still have to have that feeling, a positive feeling that it is not wrong at all for them to be the one to propose.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel that the responsibility is on the men now. That responsibility is on the men to begin to also think positive when a woman is proposing to them and not be taking them as cheap.
That is the word. You found the right word.
Yeah. You see?
Mm-hmm. I said you've hit the word right there. Cheap. So, men seeing them cheap. Yeah.
It is totally wrong. And I feel that any man who is lucky for a woman to propose to him should count it all joy and begin to adore that woman who ever proposed to him. You understand?
Yes.
For a woman to master the courage to come and propose to you, I feel that the woman should now forget about everything and just master the courage and tell the man, because it's only if a woman meets a man today, I'm just giving a scenario. If I was a woman, I met a man today, and after proposing to the man accepted, and he's so happy to have had a woman come to him and talk about marriage and all that. I'll be wondering, like, so haven't you been talking to other ladies? Have you been proposing to someone at all? I'll be wondering, like, okay, you are accepting my proposal, so you are so happy about it. It's the only thing that I feel that might be wrong is when the man is not even doing anything about proposing to someone, and the woman go and propose to him.
It will be a shock. It's a shock.
It's relaxed, and it's not thinking about proposing to someone to get married to, and so he's just thinking about his own self. He's being selfish, doing his own thing, and the woman goes and proposes to him. That man will feel like, maybe I don't need it, or something like that. But what I'm saying is that, and even that one, the woman will not just go. If you meet me today, will you just come and say, I want to marry you just straight away? You will have had a conversation.
Yes.
You will have a conversation, that 90-minute conversation, that 30-minute conversation, that 20, 15.
Or maybe you would have been admiring the person from a distance for a while.
Yes. Even when you admire the person from a distance for a while, the day of meeting that person, you will still want to talk if you have not spoken at all. If you have not spoken at all. If it's the first time seeing the man or meeting the man one-on-one after all that admiration, that day you want to talk and find out and seek information and know his thinking faculties and all that concerning marriage and all that before you even propose. So the other side that I feel is bad is when a woman will propose to a man and get embarrassed for it. Yes. And even that one, I think the woman should also get over it. Men receive embarrassment when they propose to women. So if a woman proposes to a man and a man doesn't accept it, just say, okay, fine. But you see, the whole issue is that when you propose to someone and the thing doesn't work, it doesn't mean it will never work, isn't it?
Yeah, but then it becomes some way, doesn't it? It's like they say, it becomes some way.
But Diamond, haven't you heard of ladies being insisting on the man they want?
Yes.
And getting them in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if they have a heart and they work for it, they say men also do and wait and work. They can also have what they want. So I feel that if I'm a woman and I really want Patrick, and that's the one I want, I will do everything, not in an obscure way, not in a wrong move, but I'll do everything to kind of create this, how do you call it? To get the attention of Patrick. You understand?
Yeah.
Or maybe when we go to a program, Patrick, how are you doing? How is the family? No. How is mommy? How is daddy? Okay, another time. Patrick, so do you know how to play draft? Do you know how to play chess?
Can I come and cook for you? Can I come and sweep your room? I want to know. Let me ask.
Might not be the one he might like, have to do some small conversation and know the person. You might, in the course of playing the chess and stuff, know what he likes.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah. I remember when I was dating, there was a time I bought a little perfume for a lady that I was interested in, and I bought the perfume from Accra. Actually, I traveled to Accra, I bought it and brought it down to Cape Coast, and gave it to her, and she said, Patrick, I don't want it.
Oh my word.
The lady didn't like me. She was so crazy about me. She loved me so much, but I didn't know what she
wanted. Yes.
Take that perfume, and I got so angry. I mean, for nothing. Like, I bought this perfume just for you all the way from Accra, and you rejected it. Later on, she told me she didn't like men buying stuff for her. I should have known that earlier on. Because I didn't study her, I didn't ask enough questions, and didn't know her well. I just embarrassed myself, kind of. But from you, that's not what she wanted, so I didn't bother doing those things again. So we need to even if it will be a 30-minute conversation, or the most important things that are important, the things that are important to you, ask those questions. Ask what the woman likes or does not like. The same way woman asks the man what he likes or not, and all that. I mean, it would be fun to look at my daughter doing that to a guy, and
let me read a few comments here, Patrick. So we've got one from Ekuya Framer, and she's saying, I can easily propose to a man if I loved him. Yes, it's about standards. So yes, let him have it all. You know what? I'm going to mute you for a minute. Let him have it all. It's okay. These days, men also want all the good stuff from women. Well, thank you very much, Ekuya. This thing that you're saying is very true. Most women can now propose. It's because, I don't know if it's because most women have become more confident. Maybe the confidence level has changed somehow, and they know exactly what they want, so they go for it, isn't it? So I'm going to read this one as well, still from Ekuya Framer, and she says, women now know what they want and are able to make the initiative, which is brilliant. No matured man will think a woman is cheap for proposing first. Patrick, in your support, oh. Well, let's see the rest. Wait, just a minute. Sorry, what were you saying, Patrick?
I said the world is changing.
Yes.
So women take charge. Let them take charge. Go for all the women should know what is good for them and just take charge of it.
Me, is the rejection bit for me.
The men be wasting so much time working.
Is the rejection bit for me, whereby women, that has always been our problem. We are thinking, hey, what if he says no? And
that's what we should shift from.
But then, do you think that if a woman wants to propose, she should jokingly, in a joking manner, have a joking conversation, and say that, oh, so if a woman proposed to you, will you ever say yes? I in my own view, I'm thinking maybe you should test the waters and see.
That is a no. There's no joke about proposing any relationship at all. Don't joke about it. Be straightforward and frank with your and just as Ekuya Framer said, the timing must be right.
Okay.
Know when you say, if you have been even courting or dating the man for some time, why don't you even ask him a question? So when
are you going to marry?
when are you marrying me? Are you serious at all?
But it's something else. Some people are able to even date for 10 years and then in the end they break up. Something happens and then...
you see, I recently heard a story of a couple who has a couple. How do you call it? A couple. They are not married. They've dated for about 25 years, 20 years, I think so. 20 years, they have kids, but they're not getting married. So once they have kids, isn't that marriage?
They've created their family, yes.
Yes, what are they doing? That family, that children that have come in should have made them to even marry.
Yes.
So sometimes I feel it's an excuse for a bigger kind of an iceberg. We are just seeing the tip of it. Yeah. The man might not be maybe ready because he feels he doesn't have what it takes to marry and all that. In Africa, it's even going to change. I believe in some 5 or 10 years time, this kind of bride price and all that, they have to even forget about it.
Yeah.
When a man loves a woman and he cherishes the woman, it is not the bride price you take that makes the man responsible.
Yeah.
The price you take that makes the man responsible.
Well, so some of them say, I've paid for you. I've bought you with the bride price. Yes.
You see, if our parents know this, they should even stop taking bride price. Because especially when the family comes to say, do something about it and you don't want to do it. It means you are charging. You are charging for the daughter. But can the man pay for the woman?
No.
Can she pay any amount of money to say, I have the woman?
No.
So the man buys those small things, a time and
Yeah.
no. Yeah. Make it in such a way that when even the man is not behaving well, you can even go and say, maybe, man, Joshi. You catch the question. Mary is say, for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, we are even in that issue shouldn't even happen, that the family will, the extended family will come in. But when it happens and you want to go in and you know that the person came to beg for reduction of the bride price and you didn't do it, can you go with a positive mind, you know? So we are thinking, so what I'm saying is that if on the women's side, there's no joke when it comes to proposal.
Yes.
I mean, I would like to see, as I said earlier on, I'd like to see my daughter asking a gentleman, or telling the gentleman, Kofi, Mr. Edson, my bumpy, being out down on the and the way I was in, I feel that some your wara or bump, Kofi. Will you marry me?
Yeah. No, I can't just imagine. You know, here in England, most times, I mean, I brought for Seviela, our de Benino, Obunkotude. Nay, if you are the kawa, me, I have friends who are white, and then when it got to their proposal, wherever they decided to propose, some of them even just got a stake, and then wove it into like a ring, a shape of a ring. Some of them got like Haribo, there's Haribo sweets, there's a ring type and all that. And then they just placed the Haribo on their finger and then went on their knees and then said, "Oh, will you marry me?" and all that, But in Africa, I am not sure that is the kind of trend we follow in Africa. Is it like that at all? Do people propose with rings and all that, or do they just say it and then the next minute they are setting a date for their engagement and weddings?
The truth is that Karen, very soon there will be nothing like Africa and Europe or America or wherever. It's just a global world. So everything that is happening around America and Europe is almost happening here too.
Yes.
People are proposing with flowers, with rings,
and having parties. Yeah.
Yeah, and I've seen one that are now even doing this jazz, a group coming to sing before the proposal and all that.
Oh, so, okay.
It's happening. We just have to see how far it goes, but it's actually happening.
Yes.
So
that's the new trend in town, eh?
Sure. I feel that we need to kind of realign our kind of perception when it comes to who is supposed to propose. I feel that it wouldn't have been wrong if the men will always take the initiative. But I know of a case when a woman also, you see, a woman admired a man for a long time, let's say 5 years.
Yes.
The man had no idea of the woman. The man had other ladies that he probably was interested in. And interestingly, it was not working for the man on those areas. Like he proposed to this woman, marriage, and didn't work out. He proposed, and the woman who was interested in the man was as a somewhere doing her own thing. And one day they met. When they met, and the woman did what we call the assessment,
Yes.
The man went to visit the woman. Let me use the guy went to visit the lady, and the guy wanted to have a place to sleep because his house was full because of some visitors in his house. So he asked the lady, "Can he sleep in her hall, at her hall?"
Yes.
The lady said, "I have a small mattress, I can give it to you." And the guy slept at the hall. And so in the morning, the guy, gratefully thanked the lady and said, "I'm grateful and I'm grateful for this hospitality." And the man, they went their ways. And in the evening, I think the guy wanted to go back and sleep there because still his house was full.
Hey.
And he
he has to start paying rent.
Yeah. And what happened was that evening, the lady told the guy that she was surprised the first day when he slept in the house and he didn't do like he wanted
no advancements. Yeah.
And so for the fact that the guy respected himself enough to put his hands in his pocket and do the good right thing by not trying to take advantage. Let me use the word.
Yes.
Advantage of the opportunity there and propose or maybe do something. The lady now confirmed to the guy that she has been admiring him all these 5 years ago. When they used to teach in their class. So he has admired him 5 years. Whenever the guy was teaching, she's like, this guy is good, this guy is good. But there was nothing like I should go and tell him that he's good and interested. Until the repeated sleepover, that brought a conversation. And that conversation actually sparked a relationship,
Okay.
The guy, no idea to date the lady. But because the lady confirmed that the guy has shown that he is a good guy and all that, and he had admired him all this while. But the guy was able to roll the red carpet.
The doors were open.
And the guy used that opportunity rather to propose, and it's worked out, So
I see.
If the ladies can always, if you cannot propose, set that tone for conversation, set that platform for conversation. That will ginger the man to think and make the man.
You don't know some campaign men, eh? Some men are campaign, they would never see you wanting you
to that's
say.
How we are talking about matured men.
Okay, that's true.
Who in his right kind of
mindset, yes.
Think mindset will want to think deep into when a woman is trying to show him the way. And you see, if he is not even interested in the woman, maybe let's assume that the man is dating, the woman doesn't know.
Yes.
The man is dating, the woman doesn't know. The woman propose. Do it nicely. Men, do it nicely. You don't say, no, I'm a dating. No. Show that you appreciate the fact that the woman has proposed to you, and you wish that she was the first person to propose to you, and you have been, but unfortunately there's someone and all that, and you a good luck and all that. Let her feel good about herself, and so that she will not feel like not going ahead and proposing to someone in case she meets another person she's interested in. We have to make the proposal environment conducive enough so that anyone can propose. Anyone. I mean, it's even does it. A man who has seen a woman and he's interested in the woman and he's just there like a statue every day.
Because there are some shy men, isn't it?
So go home and be thinking,
you finish talking. I want you to finish talking.
It's okay, so continue.
So you know that in the past, at a certain stage in your life, sometimes some friends you knew in the past will come back to you and say, the way I used to love you, and you're thinking, why did you not say it? So you loved me. Why were you not able to say it? Was it too heavy? Is it too heavy a word, or is it too heavy a situation? You let me just read some of the comments here. So Ekia Frema says that the timing must be the right question, must be right. Question what? I think I'm not getting that, but I think she's talking about that the timing has to be right. She also says that the timing must be right. I think there must be an existing courtship. This courtship that you were talking about. I remember in this same conversation, you said that there is a dating period and there is a courtship period. So the dating period, from the things you have said in the past, I'm going to just bring things you said. You said that during the dating period, it is possible that a man might be dating more than one woman.
Sure.
Okay.
Depending on how the man or the woman understand the dating.
Okay, sometimes it's different.
I broke it down to we have something we call steady dating. Steady dating is almost like courtship.
Okay.
and it's like you have singled out someone that you really want to know well. So now let me just maybe start from the scratch. You are a human being. You are a man, a woman in a group of men and other women. There are obviously a lot of ladies that you have seen, or obviously a lot of men that you have seen. You can't predict their character from where you stand, or know their mindset from where you stand until you meet them and talk with them or interact with them. That interaction, whatever form it takes, is also part of dating. So you are saying what to know about someone is dating. If in reality you really want to do it formally, you want to say, Kofi, I want us to go out today, isn't it? Meanwhile, you have not decided to marry Kofi or to be interested. You are not trying to see if Kofi is the type you might like.
Yes.
Or Kofi, can we have a chat at school? Kofi, can we have a chat here? You understand? And it's still a form of dating.
Okay.
But that is the thing we see as we talk about generally in the world. When we talk about dating in the world, we actually mean courtship. Most of the time, when we are saying dating,
courtship means singling out one person and then dating the person.
You are now going to say, it's almost like saying my fiancé. You have singled the person out. You are trying to marry the person,
the fiancé. Yes.
Courtship.
Yes.
And in that's why I said initially that in dating there's dating, in courtship there is dating, in marriage there's dating.
Okay.
So all the dating there is when you meet with the person you are interested in and talk, have fun, move around and have, do all that is necessary. So in courtship, what we are looking at now, we are looking at proposals. And we are thinking about courtship and dating. During courtship, the main agenda there is preparing for marriage.
Yes.
So immediately when it doesn't work out, you want to separate so that you don't hurt someone. You understand?
Okay.
In courtship, when it doesn't work out in some few months or weeks or something, you want to so that it doesn't go too far. And that's what you're doing.
But then this courtship, sometimes some people prolong it, isn't it?
Yes, and that's why that is actually wrong.
Yeah.
Leads to cohabitation when there's no marriage proposal. There's no marriage proposal. Sometimes people take advantage of, will you marry me? And now use it as courtship and with the partner.
Yes.
And will you marry me? You said yes, but the marriage didn't come on, so we are still together until the date we set to marry.
Yes.
So there are a lot of things that we need to correct when it comes to this dating and courtship thing, so that we do it in such a way that nobody gets hurt at the end. If it's dating, it shouldn't even bring any kind of hurt, depending on how you think about it. It should be time to steady know each other, like each other more and more and more, and then be single out, go for courtship because we want to get married, and then get married if we want to. I'm not a marriage counselor, and neither have I studied so much into dating and courtship. But the little I know is
what you are sharing with us. Yes.
Professionals can share what they know about what is in the books and all that. But in reality, in this life that we live in, the little I know about this little life is that there's.
Oh, we have just lost Patrick. Oh, Patrick, I hope you come back soon. I'm not sure what has happened. So, Ekiafrima is saying the timing must be right. I think there must be an existing courtship first. Yes, very, very true. The timing must be right. You should know about your partner, what your partner is all about, and their likes and dislikes and all that. You I guess you cannot just jump into wanting to marry someone without knowing so much more about the person. Maybe knowing the person's family history a little bit. In the past, our elderly people or our parents will usually do the background research about a family and all that, but I'm not too sure what is happening nowadays. Anyway, I've got Patrick back. Oh, welcome back. Not sure what happened. Okay. So I'm going to
let's go. I think I'm setting a new thing and let's talk.
Yes. So Ekiafrima says regarding rejection, what if he says yes? Hey, Either ways, the same confidence that allowed you to ask will help you to manage. It will help you to manage. It's about being true to yourself and avoiding unnecessary delays, especially when you both know marriage will happen anyway. Well, I think Ikuya has really, really said it all. It's true if marriage is going to happen anyway. But my own issue now here, Patrick, is you know that what's that called again? Whenever someone proposes marriage, we always think that, oh yes, he has proposed marriage, so definitely there should be some kind of money getting ready and all that. Maybe there should be money ready to set the date for the wedding and all that. Let's take it as me as a woman. I decided to propose marriage to you, Patrick. Does that mean I have to be ready with my money to marry you? So because now we are looking at it from this extent that women can also propose. So does that mean all that responsibility that I know back home from Ghana that, oh, men are the one who initiates, they bring the Bible, they do blah, blah, blah. So does that mean that now the tables are turned? So me, the woman, I should be getting ready with all that to bring to your family? Or...
So I think that the woman doesn't need to be the one going to finance the marriage.
So as soon as I say it, boom, you man dear, you have to bring your money.
So the whole thing is that this whole conversation has to do with a mutual understanding, and I'm interested in when the woman sets the tone, get the platform and create the scene for the man to be thinking. So if you have been, especially if the woman was the one who proposed, if you've been able to propose and the man have said yes, when it comes to the marriage things, set the tone, create the scene.
And say, okay, then Patrick, now bring the money for the dress. Patrick, bring the money.
No, you don't just do it like that. No, you say so, Kojo, because we are going to get married in 5 months' time. Do you have an idea of some of the things the things that we need to buy? Ask a question that the Kojo will have to even give an answer. Oh, yes, I remember my mother said when I'm going to get married, I'll need to buy a suitcase with 5 panties and 10 headbands and all that. So Kojo has an idea. What is your the woman? So yes. So that's what my aunt told me. So probably what we have to do now is to start buying those things. Don't let it move like. So that is what now, because this is what we know. You have to start buying it. Why should so in the same vein? Why should it be the man buying those things? I've also heard women who, when the man is even ready and can even do it, the woman has bought a suitcase, bought
all those things in there. But then in the end, don't these men say that this woman is cheap? Meeting baby never worry. I want that car there, young one.
Let me. I'm just giving you two scenarios here. Apart from the one who when the woman was the one who proposed, we don't want it to look like because the woman proposed, she's buying those things. But when the man has even proposed, I've seen issues I've seen situations when the man was the one who proposed, the woman has still gone ahead to buy things for the man to present. Not that the man does not even have money. I know it happens that most of the time when the woman is buying the things for the man doesn't have the money. The woman buys the things for the man. You understand? Not just to say, yeah, so I have the suitcase already, so you can take it and buy the stuff inside. Or better still, I bought all these things already. This is the amount that it costs. That matured man will say, oh, okay, so it's about 2,000. Okay, you take this 2,005, and I will also get certain things and add to it. I'll buy the drinks tomorrow, or you can buy the drinks for me because I'm doing this and doing that, and I'll not be able to go and buy it now and all that. It must be a mutual conversation. But I'm saying that when the man is not even into thinking about it, and the woman set the tone, the woman can set the tone for every other positive thing. I don't know if you get me.
Yeah, I do.
And the woman can set the tone for it. The man, when he's matured enough or reasonable from the head and responsible, will know the right things to do. And no man who is matured, reasonable from the head. We have men who are old that we think they are old because they have gray hair and all that. They are not matured. They are not mature. Most of them, when they have gray hair, doesn't mean they are matured at all. No. That's not maturity. Maturity is in action. in thinking and action. You know,
Yes.
how they think about issues, how they act about issues, how calm they are when issues are even getting out of hand and all that. That is how you measure maturity. So, if a man thinks positive about a woman, and if we value who a woman is, a man who is mature and all that will value every woman at all. Every woman.
Yeah.
You value them, you respect them, so that if they are going to make contributions, you not look down on them.
Yes. Oh, thank you, Patrick. Thank you. I can't believe we've gone over an hour already. It's been an interesting conversation. Yes, it's been an interesting conversation, me challenging you. Honestly, in my own view, yes, I know, I mean, the state that I am in life or anything of that sort. If I love someone, I'm sure I will just approach the person, because maybe I have a different confidence level altogether, maybe. But there's a situation whereby some people haven't gained certain confidence in life as women, and they wouldn't want to be the one going to propose marriage to a man because of their thinking of maybe rejection coming their way and all that. But I think we need to wrap up all this. I'm sure I have asked you so many questions, but I think we should definitely come back to this again, because I would want to know about the fact that after marriage proposal, how long should usually be the time for a man to, or both of you, to decide, oh, maybe in 2 months' time or in a month's time, let's get married. Like what I said to you, someone proposed and then within the 90 minutes, they had proposed and gotten married, which was like a magic to me. And in that same story, when I was reading and I was watching the video, this man who was planning for a while, what he did was he even went to an extra mile to buy the woman a wedding dress and all those sorts of things, set up the venue and all that. So he was just walking into a place with this woman, and the next minute he is proposing marriage, and then they get married instantly. You know, I am not sure if I would want that. If someone else choosing my dress for me would be something I would want. But whatever it is, I am sure I'm going to bring you back here, because we need to talk about the fact that what's next after marriage proposal. How long should we be waiting to get married, or what should we be doing? Okay, so I'll just read the final comments here, and if anyone have any questions, please drop them. If you've got any contributions, drop them, and we're definitely going to hit on them or touch on them next time we come on. We can't promise you next time we're going to continue this conversation, but I will try and force my way into Patrick's calendar and we'll let you know. So Ceci Damale says thumbs up for what we are doing. Then we've got our OPMP God Afo. He's saying great. Thank you all who are watching us tonight. We are so privileged to have you all watching and listening to us. If you look on our screen on Facebook, I have put an information there about Bright Future Project Norway, Ghana, and also Pro 8 Africa Project. Those are two groups, or should I say pages on Facebook, and those are the projects that Patrick is working on. Please go and find them, follow them, and then you never know, maybe you live in a country where you can support, where you can help, especially if you are in Norway and all that. There is a link for you to support them, how to support them in monetary way and all that. They are doing awesome for people in Ghana, building schools and all that. And I really admire the kind of job that Patrick is doing. And I'm always very, very happy to have him here on the program as well. Then Ekia Frema says, thanks, Patrick. Lovely convo. You see, you've made friends here already. So, Patrick, I think it's time we wrap up. Honestly, we have spent more than an hour here, and I wish we could go on and on, but...
So that's, I'll use it as my concluding message, okay?
Sorry?
So I would like to read something to conclude.
Definitely. Yes.
So we are talking about women proposing, and this I just found out something online that on Brights, like Brights.com. So the attitude toward women proposing are shifting. So it's time we start asking. Now, one of the paragraphs says, beside the tradition component, there is a clear and a worrisome reason women don't propose, a societal aversion of assertive women, especially in the romantic sphere. Women are meant to wait, not to try and rush to or trap men. Girls are cautioned against coming off as bossy. Women, even in the highest seats of business and government, still have their voices trampled on by their male counterparts. And this is what I am advocating for. I think all these things in the negative on women's side are bad. Women are supposed to be free to dream, free to aspire to greater things. And as they are doing little by little, this thing will shift. But there's this paragraph. It says there's a survey that was conducted. And I think on the dating side, it says, surprisingly, in a survey of 500 men, Glamour found that 70%, yes, 70% will be psyched if a woman proposed. You know what it means? If 70% of that a group of 500 men will be psyched if a woman proposed. It actually shows how men adore women, whether subconsciously or not.
I'm not sure. It's a part of the world. I'm not sure.
The woman. We need the woman. We need the woman. Not want to. We need a woman. Any sound man will know he will need a woman.
Or a partner, yes.
To really make an impact in the world.
Yes.
You must do all the things you can do and create all those things, but when there's no woman in your life and people know that you cannot take care of a woman. You understand? Not take care make the woman not do nothing or something, like take care of a woman, be responsible for a woman and all that. It might not really be an issue. So what I'm saying is that the woman should take charge. 70% of men among 100 men will decide if you, the woman, propose. If you was 70%. So women take charge of it. 70. You try. The 30% would be like 3 out of 10. So 3 out of 10 have a lot of chances. More than half of 10 among 10 men will say yes to a proposal. So don't. The men they are suffering. They need someone to also propose to them. They are proposing. They are not getting any answer. So when you go and propose, they say, "Wow, really? You love me? You really want to be with me?" Man, I'm praying for this.
You're making me laugh. You are making me laugh because most of these men who are not proposing to these women is because they think they have not finished enjoying in life. Some of them, when you've done survey round, when you've asked questions, they are like, "Oh, I'm not ready. I'm not ready."
They talk a lot of nonsense.
And then you talk to them.
They don't know what they are doing.
Yeah, you talk to them, and then the next minute is like, "Oh, you've told me I love you," and they are not even able to say the word "I love you" back and all that. And you're just thinking, what a crazy man, or what Well. We've gone way past our time tonight, and I would like to say thank you to all our listeners and our viewers on YouTube, on Instagram, and on Facebook. Wherever you are watching us from, don't forget to leave us a thumbs up. Please just leave us a thumbs up, and then still share this video. It might be of a benefit to someone else out there. We have really enjoyed our conversation tonight, and the topic was all about marriage proposal and who should initiate it, if it has to be man or a woman. Now we've both come to the conclusion that what men can do, women can do a billion times, So just as office work, women can do men's office work, women can also go ahead and go and propose to men. We just have to be brave enough. And all those men out there, you should wisen up. You should be intelligent enough to know that if a woman proposed to you, she has encouraged or gathered a whole lot to come to you to want to do that. Think about the fact that she's even probably thought about the fact that there will be rejection, but still she didn't let that push her or stop her from doing it. So please, men out there, be ready if these women come and propose. Please, I hope you'll be ready enough to say yes to them and not just reject them. Thank you all who are going to watch us later as well. Don't forget to also share this with other people. We would like to say thank you to Sister Eat Fit Lose. Thank you to Sister United Foundation. Thank you to Vinci Vinci Collection. Thank you to Sinaka Kitchen. Thank you to Sweet Seduction. Thank you to NK Pizzles. Thank you to Mama Z European Shop. And please go and follow Patrick, their page. That is Bright Future Project Norway Ghana. They've got the page on Facebook, and also find them. Also find the name Pro 8 Africa Project. That is Patrick as well. That is their kind of job they are doing. They're helping building schools and putting people in schools and helping communities in Ghana as well. If you're looking for puff puff and buffer to buy, you can buy in Ghana from Family Affair GH. Or you can also buy here in England on Etsy or eBay. Just type in Sister United. We also have our jollof mix. I don't know if you can see that. So go and find it on eBay. I know the reflection is quite bad, but there we go. We've got the jollof mix, which is on eBay. Then we've got the Suyalicious for your chinchinga and then your kebabs. And then we also have the 10 spice mix, which I'll just bring out of this bag. So we've got the 10 spice mix as well. Don't forget to buy it as a present for someone or anyone at all. So the last comment that is here is from Ceci Damale, and she says, too soon, we were loving it all. I know it's the 1 hour has just gone flying. So thank you all and have a good evening. I don't know what is happening with Patrick, but see you all soon. Are you here to say the bye? Bye. Thank you, and see you all again soon. Bye. Thank you. Bye. Oh, Patrick.
Yeah, I'm here.
You are making me laugh. Why were you hiding your face?